Here we go, Tracy. We are line streaming. I'm making it host.
Okay, your co-host.
Thank you.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Morning.
Good to see everybody. And just so you know, we are already recording and live streaming. Good to see everybody up with all this energy ready to get moving on a Tuesday. I see some new faces and some of my regulars. So happy you guys are coming back. And for those of you who are joining me for the very first time, this class is designed to be a very gentle cardio workout for anyone of all fitness levels. So even for folks who haven't been moving their bodies during the pandemic very much and are just getting started, it should work for you. And I'll provide modifications for those who want to challenge themselves to use a bit more energy today. And we're up to 37 people already. I'm going to go ahead and share my slides so that we can get started. And for those of you who are regulars, you know this is your time to go ahead and grab your water, make sure everything is set up while I go through the entrance slides. Oh. Here we go. So welcome everyone. This is Tuesday Morning Fitness and today's class is called Let's Get Moving. I am your guide this morning. My name is Stacy and I'm from the Keystone State of Pennsylvania and I've been teaching fitness since the mid-1980s and I absolutely love it. I love answering people's questions about how to get started or certain muscle groups. But mostly I just love to connect with people who are also focused on improving their overall health and wellness. Get Set Up is a training and educational platform that helps us learn wonderful things so that we can continue to be independent, confident, and challenge ourselves to do fantastic things with our friends, grandchildren, and any other folks we want to keep up with. We do learn from one another, so ideally you have your cameras on and we can see each other. And I love when you do because it's so much more like a community. Now remember, you can request a recording after class by emailing help@getsetup.io. And this is the only email address to use to request a recording. So make sure you know that this is the email you need, help@getsetup.io. And if you're joining on our website by the live stream, remember the best way to fully participate is to join us and register. And that way you'll get an email after class that will give you some key takeaways, suggest other classes you might like, and provide a link where you can give us some feedback. Get Set Up is not paid to promote any specific products or services. And be sure to check with your doctor prior to starting any new exercise program, especially if you have health conditions or take any medications. And if your doctor has given you some recommendations or restrictions regarding exercise intensity or range of motion, be sure you follow your doctor's recommendations. I'm going to go ahead and spotlight my screen so that you all can see me. And if you would remember to keep yourselves muted during the session so that we're not recording background noise or broadcasting sounds from your home out onto the internet. Everybody ready? Let's get moving. Be sure you have your water with you today and drink before, during, and after the session. We do have our TA Max with us today. Max is available directly in the chat to help you with any technical issues you might have with your camera, your microphone, speakers, anything like that. So let's get started. And we always start with home base, which is just a gentle march or walking in place. Keep your feet close to the floor. You don't need to pick them up very far at this point because we're going to start with a gentle warm up and then gradually increase. If you want to modify the energy level that you're using this morning, there's numerous ways to modify. One way is to take the movements slower. Another is to only do leg movements and not add the arms. Or if you're sitting with us this morning, you're just going to be doing the arms. And the other way would be to make the movements very, very small. So for example, if we're doing a big march like this, but you want to modify, just keep it down here where your feet are barely coming off the floor. And I hope that while I'm talking and giving explanations, that you're continuing to move. And let's take it to a step touch. Our arms are below our waist right now. In the beginning minutes of our exercise this morning, we are in the warm-up phase. I hope you're having fun. And let's take it back to the march. And now we're going to take our feet wider apart right here. And this requires a little bit more bend to the knees. And let's bring the feet back in together. And let's take them apart. And feet together. And now we're going to go to that step touch. Arms are still down here pretty low. I'm beginning to make my leg movements just a little bit larger. Four, three, two, back to marching right here. Now I have a little bit more energy and I'm adding my arms. They're pumping. This is an arm pump right here. And let's take those feet apart. And I'm lifting my knees a little bit more, bringing the feet back in together. And step touch. And we're going to add arms, just reaching out to the side. Take it back to a march. And take those feet wide. And I'm going to hold my arms right here. 4, 3, 2, feet together. Pump those arms. Lift those knees a little bit more. And step touch. Reaching out to the side. Four, 3, 2, take it to a march. Pump those arms. Feet apart. And hold the arms right here. Feet together. And let's do those step touches with a reach to the side. And march in place. Remember to take it at your own pace. You don't have to be moving as quickly as I am. And we're going to march forward and back. So it's 4 steps forward and 4 steps back. 4 steps forward and 4 steps back. 4 forward. Now let's add arms pumping, lifting up overhead when you go forward and press down when you go back. So push up overhead and down when you go back. Up and down. Down. 1, 2, 3, and back. Last time. And we're going to just march in place right here. And let's take those legs out wide. Open up right here. And 4, 3, 2, feet together. And then step touch with a reach. And hold it right here. We're going to take the feet out to the side and hold. Hold right here. I have my feet pointed out at about 11 o'clock and 1 o'clock. I'm going to reach up and down, keeping the torso upright. I'm not leaning over. Just reach with a slight knee bend as you reach down. And if your knees aren't there this morning, not ready to bend, that's okay. Just hold it right here and work your arms up overhead and down. Lift, press down. Two more. Here's the last one. And now we're going to rock side to side. Now I'm just lifting my foot off my heel off the floor and keeping my toes attached to the floor. And I'm going to add an arm, reaching across my body at shoulder height. Reach across. Reach across. And now we're going to reach it overhead right here. Four, three, two. We're going to march in place right here. And then let's go forward and back. 4 steps up, 4 steps back. Arms up and down. Arms up and down. Up and down. One more time, front and back. March in place and take those legs apart. Hold right here, reach up and down. Four more. And 3, 2, last one, rock side to side. And 4 more each side, and 3 more each side. 2 more. Last one, we're gonna add those arms right here, reach across. And now reach overhead. And 4, 3, 2, and march right here. Forward and back. And back. That's it. Diaphragm is lifted. You're breathing. And back. One more, forward and back. And march in place. Work those legs apart. And reaching up and down. Nice and strong. Torso lifted. Two more. And then we're going to rock side to side right here. Rock. Let's add the arms reaching across. Shoulder height reach. And now we're going to reach overhead. That's it. Nice and long. Now you know you can keep your reach at a lower position if that's where you are today. And march in place right here. Let's work on our grapevine, right and left. Right and left. Step, cross, step, and tap. Step, cross, at your own pace. Let me slow it down here a little bit. Step, cross, step, tap. And we're going to add rainbow arms. That's like this. Four more. And 3. 2 more. Last one. Heels in front. Heels reach forward. Toes reaching up toward the ceiling. It's just a gentle heel tap or heel dig. And we're going to add these arms nice and big on a diagonal. If you don't have that reach available to you today and you want to keep it small, keep your arms down here, shoulder height or lower. Heels, heels, reach if you can. Take up a lot of room. If you want to use more energy and work harder this morning, you want to take up room in your workout space. On the other hand, if you're looking for a more moderate activity today, keep the movement small. And let's go back to the grapevine. Right and left, right and left. Step, cross, step, and tap at your own pace. And you don't have to take it big like I'm doing. I'm working my space right here. You can take it small. Keep those steps right here underneath you. It's going to take a lot less energy if that's where you are. That's it. If you need to take a break and drink a little bit of water, go ahead. You don't always have to wait for me. Let's add rainbow arms for just 4. And 3 more right and left. One more time, right and left. And then heel taps in front, right here. Heels in front. Heels in front. Big arms if you want. Make it nice and big. Take up space. Keep your diaphragm lifted so you're getting that great, solid, smooth, fresh air. Two more. Last set of right and left, march in place, and I'll show you our next step. We're going to do the V step. So we're going to step up with the right, up with the left, back with the right, back with the left. Nice and big, or wherever you choose. V step. V step. I'm doing it with the same leg each time. Right, left, left. And I started again with the right. Now the arms are going to mimic the legs. Right, left, left. Right, left, left. Try to make it easy. There you go. Right, left, and back. Right, left, and back. And march in place, and let's switch sides with our V step. So start with the left foot this time. Left, right. There it is. Give you time to find it and feel comfortable. It always feels a little bit awkward on the second side, or at least it does for me. Two more. Here's the last one. And let's march in place. Get ready for your grapevine. Get ready, here we go. Step, cross, step, and tap at your own pace. And at your own size, right? You don't have to take up the whole room. You can keep it nice and small, but let's add rainbow arms right here. Four more right and left. And 3 more right and left. And here's the last one, right and left. Heels in front. You can bend that foundation or standing leg. If you want to make it bigger, reach that leg out further, take up space. Takes up more energy. 4 more, right and left. And 3, right and left. 2 more. Last one, and V step. Right, left, right, left for 4 on the right side. 2 more. Here's the last one. We're going to switch legs now. Start with your left. That's it. 2 more right here. And hamstring curls. Right here, we're just bending the lower leg, bending the knee and lifting the lower leg, heel up toward your booty. And let's add gently swinging arms right here. Gently swinging arms. And they're swinging to the opposite side because that provides a counterbalance. And the momentum also helps keep you stable in this movement. But again, you're taking this at your own pace and making the movement smaller or larger according to your comfort level. Here are the arms that we're going to use moving forward. Just pull back at shoulder height as you lift that leg behind you. This requires a little bit more energy than the low swinging arms we started with. 4 more, right and left. 3 more. 2 more. Here's the last one. Let's take it back to your grapevine. Grapevine right here. We're doing 8 right and left. Let's add rainbow arms. 4 more. 3 more. 2. Here's the last one. And then we're going to take it to heel digs. Right here. Reaching out and out. Reach forward. Right here. Big arms now if you've got it in you. If you're ready for this today, let's do those larger reaching arms, taking up more room. And 4 more. 3 more right and left. 2 more right and left, and then our V step. Coming up next, here we go. Right, left, and back. Right, left, and back. We're doing 4 to the right and 4 to the left. Here's the 4th one, switch sides. There you go. Is it feeling a little more comfortable? Still a little awkward. Let's do 4 more to the right, V step. 2. Last one, switch sides. Woo! It's a little warm in here this morning. Our temperatures are going up today. Every day this week, it's going to be hotter. Last one, and hamstring curls. Pull back, right here. Pull those arms back, shoulder height, right there. Open the chest, squeezing those shoulder blades behind you. As well, you can be working your hamstring as you lift that lower leg, squeezing the hamstring, which is what is the muscle that's being used to lift that lower leg. Working that heel up toward your booty at your own pace, right? And your own size. You can take these arms really big with a big reach. You can keep it kind of low. Elbows bent. Requires a lot less energy. And let's take it back to a march. We'll get ready and start over from the top with our grapevine. Ready? Let's go. We're doing 8 to the right and left, if I can count. And rainbow arms. 4 more. 2 more. Here's the last one to the right and left. And then we move into our heel digs right here. Big arms if you want. And 4, 3, 2, V step. Here we go. Right and back. Right, left, and back. Here's the last one. We're going to switch sides right here. Start with your left. Here's the last one. Switch it back to the right for 4. Here's the last one. Let's switch it up to the left. Last one. And hamstring curls. And let's add some bigger arms, pulling back at the shoulder height. Four and 3. 2 more, right and left, last side, and march it out. Grab some water. Let's take a little water break right here real quick. Okay. We're starting right here with our march. And we're going to take 4 diagonal steps forward, like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, and march it back. I'm running into the wall. 4 to the front, big steps on the diagonal, and then march it back. 5, 6, 7, 8. Take it forward. Diagonal steps forward, and march it back. And forward. And back. Forward, 4, 3, 2, last one, and march it back. One more time. 4, 3, 2, last one, and take it back. And now let's do our Mambo, right foot forward and back, forward and back. We're going to do 8, just a little step right here, forward and back. We're looking at the footwork first, and then we'll add the arms. 4 more. On the last one, we're going to do a little quick step to switch sides. 2 more. Here it comes right here, forward and back, switch feet, and forward and back with your left. Forward and back. That's it. Forward and back. Forward and back. Here's the last one, quick step switch. Let's go to our diagonal steps forward, and we're going to add some arms. Reaching on the diagonal and pulling it in like this. And then marching it back. So reach on the diagonal, make it a nice big step if you got that energy this morning. And march, let's press down, pumping our elbows a little bit more. And forward on the diagonal, big steps. and pump it back. Last time, forward on the diagonal and pump it back. Mambo and cha-cha, 8 each side. So the mambo is just stepping forward and back in my class. You'll find a lot of instructors calling these steps by different names. It doesn't matter. As long as you can follow and it's simple enough. I try to keep it simple for you. 2 more. And then we're going to switch legs right here, other side for 8. Forward and back and 7. Forward and back and 6. 5. And 4. 3. And 2. Here's the last one. Switch legs right here. Squat right and left. Squat and together. Squat and together. And if you don't want to bend your knees today, you can just take a side step right here. Side step. But if you want to intensify and your knees are there for you, you can take a deeper bend. Try to keep your weight centered between both legs so you're not like lunging on one leg in that manner, but really keeping it square, hips forward, torso lifted. And I keep my arms right here in front, but you can open and together, open and together. That gives you a little bit more of an energy requirement. So you'll find yourself requiring a little bit more of a breath. Maybe getting warm, working up a bit of a sweat. There it is. Just 2 more to each side. Here's the last one. And let's go back to our forward diagonal step. Here we go. Forward, 2, 3, 4, and march it back. 2, 3, 4, and forward for 4, 3, 2. Last one, and march it back. Here we go. Pull it up. Big steps if you can. Take up that room that you've got. Here we go, forward for 4. Last one, and pump it back. Let's do our mambo, 8 each side, and reach up and down. Adding a little bit more intensity with these arms going up and down. 4 more. And 3. 2 more. Here's the last one. Do a switcheroo right here. Other leg for 8, forward and back. And 2 more. Last one. And march right here. March. 2, 3, 4. Remember, we're doing our squats to the right and left. And we're going to do that right here. Out and in. Out and in. Side and in. Or keep it straight-legged and small. If you've got the energy this morning and you're able to take this knee bend, sit back. Make sure your torso is upright. One more to each side. And then march right here. March. 2, 3, and we're going to do half jacks. That's right here. One leg goes out and comes in like it's half of a jumping jack without the jump. So we do one leg at a time. Half jacks. Half jacks. Now let's intensify with full arms like you would with a jumping jack, right? Right here. Reaching. Now you don't have to. You can keep them low in this lower position, just lifting up to the shoulder. Perfectly all right. But if you want a little more intensity today, Get those arms in there. And let's take it back to a march so we can transition to our diagonal steps forward. Remember, there's going to be 4 of those. 4, 3, 2, here we go. And step, reach on the diagonal and march it back and pump. Once again, take it forward and pump it back. 2 more, forward for 4. Pull it back, 4, 3, 2. Last time, forward 4. And back. And Mambo, right here, adding those arms. It's 8 steps to the right, well, with the right foot going forward and back. And 4 more. 3, 2 more. Last one, switcheroo, right here. And the other side goes forward and back, adding bigger arms, taking up more energy. And 4 more. And 3. And 2 more. Last one, march right here. Step to the side with a squat, right here, and in, open, in together. Open wide, big movement. Keep it where you're comfortable. Right here, nice and lifted, torso tall, diaphragm is up. Your abs are tight. Right here. Keep your balance centered as you step to the side. And let's take it back to a march. And we're going to begin our cool down because we've been using a lot of energy. We've had big arms and leg movements. So we're going to take a few minutes and just start to gradually lower, bringing our heart rate back down to the normal rate. And we're going to do that with a grapevine right here. Step, cross, and keep the arms low, just swinging them gently side to side. And we've begun to lower our pace. So the speed of our movements is also coming down. Our arms are now below our shoulders. For shoulder height and below. From right here, I want you to do heels in front. And we're going to just reach out, opposite arm as foot, going forward. Moving your limbs in opposition is your normal manner of walking. So it would be the way that you would feel the most comfortable and balanced. Keep banging into this back wall here. I'm sorry. I don't know my size this morning. Here we are. And let's just take a march in place, gradually opening your feet a little wider and rock side to side. Rock. Just lifting the heel off the floor. Arms are low. And bring it into a step touch. So reaching each foot across like we did in the beginning when we were warming up. And let's hold it here again at the rocking side to side. And I want you to reach across, but keep your arms low. And we're slowing down those movements. And let's just return to our grapevine, side to side, step cross, step tap, no arms or a very low swinging side to side. Keeping it right here, waist height or lower. One more time to the right and left, and we're going to go to some heel digs. Right here, keeping it, that movement gentle. And this is a small movement now, whereas earlier when we were intensifying, we were doing a very large movement with great big arms, really reaching our legs out. Now I just want you to keep them basically right underneath your body. We're just shifting your weight with a reach. And then we're going to hold one foot in front, heel out, toes are lifted. I don't think I can get far enough back so you can see my foot. My toes are lifted. I'm bending my standing leg now because I want to feel a stretch right up the back of this leg. And now I'm going to press my toes down and up. Toes down and up. Toes down and up. And as I pull them up, I'm activating the muscle up the front of my leg alongside of my shin bone. Keeps that good and strong and helps to prevent shin splints. And I'm also stretching out my calf as I lift and hold. We're going to just do 2 more, and then I want you to hold it. Hold it right here. Hold, really holding those toes up, reaching toward the ceiling, pulling them back toward your shin bone, holding, and really feel that stretch. Feel it, feel it, feel it, and relax. March, and then we're going to switch legs. First, starting with our heel digs right here. Heel digs. And 4, 3, 2, on the last one, hold it. Hold it right here with your toes lifted, pulling up, trying to reach up toward the ceiling and your heel pressing forward into the floor. Your standing leg has the knee bent, pulling up, nice and strong. Feel that stretch up the back of the leg as you activate the muscle in the front, strengthening the muscle that runs alongside of your shin bone. Now press down and up. Press forward and lift. Press, press. 4 more. And 3. 2 more. Here's the last one. Hold it up. Hold it up and get a good stretch there up the back of the leg. Feel that. Good. And release, and let's go into a march. And let's work our legs apart. Right here. And hold. Let's go down and up just slightly. Very soft break to the knees. Just 4. Here's the last one. And now I want you to take it down and hold. Just a very slight bend. And if your knees don't want to bend this morning, you can do these stretches with your legs straight and long. I just would ask that you not lock your knees. Keep your knees just soft. But if you have a bend this morning and you can keep your knees over your toes, activating the quadriceps and tightening through the hips, hold right here. And we're going to take a stretch out to the side, up overhead, and long to the opposite side. Using this arm for support right here on the top of the thigh as you reach and feel this stretch from the armpit to the hip. Keep your torso facing forward, elbow up over your ear. And reach. Other side, out, up, and over. Using this arm for support right here on your thigh. Keep your torso facing forward. No, we're not twisting today. Elbow up over your head. And release and come forward. And reach up overhead nice and tall. And reach right, left, right for 2. Hold right here. And left, right, left. Hold right here. Right, left, right, and hold. Last time. Here it is. Arms forward, palms up, and let's rotate. Palms down, palms up, palms down, palms up, palms down, and open side. Pinkies are back toward the wall, thumbs are forward, and let's rotate. Pinkies up, pinkies are now forward, thumbs go back. So palms up, palms down, up and down. Feeling this very gentle rotation in your shoulder. Palms up and down, palms up and down, arms in, hands up, show me your palms. With your thumbs facing in together, we're gonna tip like a little teapot. Thumbs down and then pinkies down. So we're getting more of a rotation from the shoulder, but also in your forearms. Feeling this? Remember, we want to have strong hands and arms so we can carry things. We can open jar lids and release. Open and bring your fingers in one at a time to a fist and open. Bring your fingers in like pinky, ring, tall man, pointer, and thumb, and open. Bring your fingers in, pinky, ring, tall man, pointer, and thumb to a fist and open. Let's do it starting with the thumb. Thumb, pointer, tall man, ring finger, pinky, and open. One more time from the thumb, pointer, tall man, ring finger, pinky, and open. Great job. Let's take our chin down to the chest. And back up, looking straight forward, chin over one shoulder. And forward, chin over the other shoulder. And forward. All right, stay with me and we'll do a little bit of breath work to close out. I have some positive affirmations for you this morning. And maybe you need to have a little bit of water. Since we had a standing class this morning and we don't necessarily have a chair nearby, I'm going to do our closing meditation and affirmations standing. If you are also standing, don't close your eyes. Just find a spot in front of you that you can fix your gaze comfortably and as you listen to the sound of my voice. So gradually become aware of your breathing, which has hopefully by now returned to a more normal rate and rhythm. It should feel more natural at this point, but gradually bring your awareness to your breathing. Notice the rise and fall of your rib cage as your lungs expand with air. And then as you exhale and release your air, your lungs contract and your rib cage falls back to its normal position. This time when you take in your next breath on this inhale, I want you to imagine that air is a beautiful sky blue, the color of a gorgeous sky on a nice summer day when it's clear and it's not humid and there's maybe a little bit of puffy white clouds, but bring in that air in that beautiful blue because it's a color that's joyful and happy. And I want you to just pull in all that positivity, take it into your lungs and into your heart and pull it right into your spirit for today so that you have a positive, joyful, glorious day filled with gratitude. And on your exhale, I want you to release the gray and dark, any dark clouds that you have been dealing with hanging over your head that are maybe some anxieties or worries, fears, things that you have to do, that endless do list that you never seem to make progress on. For right now, let that go. Release it with this next breath of air and just enjoy this feeling of positivity, gratitude for your body that allowed you to wake up and join us for this workout this morning. And take that feeling of happiness, positivity, and joy with you today, throughout the day, and share it. Share it with anyone that you talk to or anyone you meet. A smile goes a long way. And that's how you exude that joy and gratitude and all those positive feelings that you got this morning, hopefully in our workout. So thank you for joining me. I'm going to come up to the screen and share my closing and thank you slides. Hope you'll stay with me for this message. Once again, thank you for joining me today. Thank you for getting involved in Get Set Up and taking classes here online. One of the best ways that you can thank myself and any of the guides here on Get Set Up is by sharing your experience on social media. And if you are active on Facebook or Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, all of those different ones, you can use the hashtag #GetSetUp or use @GetSetUp. And if you're not on social media, no worries. You can email your experiences to liz@getsetup.io. Now, Liz is just the collector of social media stories and interesting thoughts that you might have regarding class. Remember that if you want a recording, you must email help@getsetup.io. Look for some related classes. If you want to get moving later in the day, you might look for Ageless Grace or the line dancing classes taught by Shirley. They'll get you moving and activate your brain because studies show that learning to dance and dancing reduce your risk of dementia because you're not just moving your body, but also it requires you to think and process what steps come next. So you have to use your memory and you have to transmit that information to your muscles so your body will move and do the right next move. And you can also find yoga classes also on our site. We have a number of wonderful yoga classes, seated yoga classes, and others. Excuse me. My next class tomorrow is seated strength training, and you'll need some light weights or vegetable or soup cans if you want to do that class with weights. And then on Thursday, I teach a fitness combo, which is a little bit of everything. And Friday, we focus on balance and flexibility. Be on the lookout for the email that will come to you from Get Set Up. It will contain some class notes, key takeaways from today's class, as well as some ideas for other classes that you might enjoy. And there will be a link to provide feedback. You can now invite a friend or refer your friends to Get Set Up by looking for this screen on your desktop, clicking on Invite a Friend, and then it'll take you to the next screen where you enter your friend's email address and click the orange tab, and they will automatically receive an email that will give them a link to join Get Set Up. This is the important email to remember, help@getsetup.io. This is the email that you want to use if you're going to request a recording of today's session, or if you would like to suggest a different class that you would like to see us teach here on Get Set Up, or host an interest group of your own, or tell us about an organization in your community that we might be able to partner with. So once again, thank you for joining me this morning, for sharing your camera and screen so we can feel like a community and I can see your smiling faces and see you moving. Thank you. Have a great day, everyone.
Thank you, Stacy.
You're welcome.
Thanks,
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.